CalmingEscape. I'm going to have a look at your eyes today. How are you? Lovely. So, before we get started, I do have a few questions for you. Alright, so, how old are you? Alright, and when was your birthday? Have you been to this specific clinic before? And when was your last eye exam? So, it hasn't been too long. Alright. Are you currently on any sort of medications? And if so, what is the dosage on those? Alright. And have you been on that one for long? No. Of course, it definitely will help you and works, but in the long run can have some slight effects on our eyes. Alright? Okay. In future appointments, you may just want to continue to mention that specific prescription, just to make sure that your eyes are staying nice and healthy. Okay. Now, do you specifically have any trouble with your vision? Any vision loss? Problems driving at night? Okay. Any sort of double vision? And do you find that your eyes become tired easily? Perhaps after a long day, or staring at a screen for too long? Right. To the best of us. Alright. Do you have any sort of light sensitivity? Any sort of discomfort when the light changes? Alright. Do you experience any sort of dryness in your eyes? And do you use any sort of eye drops, or have you used any in the past? Alright. And then, do you notice any sort of redness? Alright. And then, along with the dryness and redness, do you have any sort of allergies that we should make note of? Quite often, allergies do have that effect on our senses and our vision. Alright. And then, have you noticed any sort of dizziness? That could be if your vision goes a little blurry. Alright. And then, did you have a referral to come in? And what doctor was that? Alright. And then, do you currently wear contacts or glasses? And have you in the past? Alright. And then, have you sustained any sort of eye injury? Anything at all? And then, most importantly, are your eyes in any sort of discomfort today? Any sort of pain or soreness? Definitely want to be delicate with your eyes, of course, they're very important. Definitely want to be delicate with your eyes, they are very important. And then a couple other questions and then we'll move on. So this have to do with your family history. Alright, so Do your family members, immediate family members, suffer from any of these? Cataracts, glaucoma, any sort of colour blindness that you're aware of? Crossed eyes, any sort of twitching, so that could be just a slight twitch in one single eye or the both. And that can kind of tie in with the eyes feeling tired. Even in different lightings we can sometimes get that twitch, and other times it can often be related to stress. Alright. And then last, do you have any sort of diabetes in your family? Alright, so offhand, there's nothing we really need to greatly worry about. Just a basic checkup for you. Alright, so to start, I am going to be palpating around your eyes, delicately of course. Don't want to cause you any sort of discomfort. This should actually be sort of a relaxing experience for you, like a little facial massage of sorts. Alright, so I'm just going to move a little bit closer to you and palpate under your eye, to the side and to your temples, and then on top of your eyelids gently, and around your brow as well. Okay, so just hold still for me. Light palpations. If it's more comfortable for you, you can always close your eyes, whichever works best for you. Alright. Just a little bit of a flutter of fingers, just touching just right here. Yes. Does any of this cause you any sort of discomfort? Good. Good. Alright. No, that's very, very good. Alright. Let me note that. And there's no sort of pressure. Good. I don't see any sort of swelling or puffiness. Good. And all of those touches, none of them were alright, none of them were sore. Good. Right. So I'm going to take another look into your eyes, but I'm going to be using this torch here, so I just need you to look right at my face. You can look at my nose. Alright. I'm going to look into your eyes a little bit, using some light to look further into your eyes. Yep, just stay looking at my face, at my nose, my eyes, whichever you prefer. Alright. And have a look. Good. Just stay staring forward. Good. Yep, right at my nose. I'm almost done. Alright. Dilation is normal. So same thing. I'm going to be using the torch one more time, but this time I need you to hold your head still. Alright. But with your eyes, follow the torch around wherever I move it. Alright. Hold hold your head still. Just let your eyes follow the light here. There we go. And do any of these movements cause you any sort of discomfort? Good. Alright. Up here, down here, side, side, down here, up here, and some circles. Alright, there we are. So far, so good. Right. Now again, I'm going to have you look right here, my nose. And I want you to tell me which finger is wiggling. Alright? Keep your eyes right here. So. Good. Alright. Yes. And can you see them out here? Alright, let me know when you can't see them. Good. Remember to hold your head still. Good. So I am going to slightly move you and do a couple other tests, alright? Alright, so just bear with me here. Alright, so from here, are you able to see the length of this chart? Good. Again, with both eyes, can you tell me which letter this is? Good. And with both eyes, can you tell me which letter this is? Right. And what about this one? This one. Are you able to see which letter this one is? Down here, yes. Alright. And what about this one? Another level down. Good. And these last three levels here, are you able to read those with both eyes? Alright, that's alright. So, now can you go ahead and cover your right eye? Good. And which letter is this? And you can clearly see which letter this is. Good. And what about this one? Right. And this? And with that, can you see this letter? No, yeah, got it. And then let's switch and cover that left eye. And can you see this letter? And you can clearly see this big one at the top. Wonderful. And this letter here. And this letter here. Good. Now with both eyes, I'm going to uncover. Can you tell me the two colours that are on this chart? Excellent. Good. Right. I do have a couple other tests that I need to bring up for you. It's really going to test how your eyes are with colour. So, just bring it up here. Alright, you may have seen some of these before, perhaps at previous appointments, or they do pop up online quite often. Alright, so what I need you to do for me is to just simply tell me which number you are able to see in the circle. Okay? Alright, so here's your first image. Can you tell me which number is in this circle? Good. Alright. What about this one? Which number do you see? Right. And within this one here, do you see a number? Alright. Next, this number. Yes, that one is fairly obvious. This one here. Little more difficult. Right. This one. Which number do you see in this image? Good. And this one. Alright. What about this one? Yes, another rather obvious one. Do you see a number here? There. Alright. This one here. Good. This one here. Right. This one. Yes. This one here. This. Wonderful. This one. Alright. And then I do have one other quick test for on the screen here. Here we are. Alright, so the next one we have for you is this little test here. Now these are on ease, but as you can tell they are facing different directions. So what I need you to do is when I point to one, can you go ahead and tell me which open direction the E is facing? Alright, so this top one. Here. Good. What about down here? And if we skip to here? Here. Yes, it does get a little bit more difficult as we go on. Here. And if we go down to this line, can you see this line down here? Alright, and what about the bottom line? Could you tell me the first one on the bottom? Yes, it is rather difficult, isn't it? But not too bad. Alright. No, we did very well. Alright. Good. Let me just... So, if you don't mind, I do want to check out a few different lenses. Just a minor prescription for you today. I think it will help you a little with distance. Perhaps when you're driving around. I don't really think you need it for reading. I just think that the distance is something that you should... No, not bad at all. Just want to test and see what exactly type of lens prescription you would be needing today. Alright, so for that, I'm going to step to the side of you. You're going to be looking at this chart once more. Alright. Now I'm going to be popping a few different lenses and be asking you which one is better. Okay, so you have to be totally honest. There's no right or wrong answer because everyone's eyes are completely different. just pop this over. Yep, you can just sit back and relax. There we go. Alright, wonderful. So, starting off, keep your eyes on the chart. Good. So, which is better, lens A or lens B? Alright. And which is better, lens B or lens C? Right. And how about lens A, lens C, and C or D? Now, does this lens here look the same as this lens here? And can you see anything at all with this lens? Alright, good. So, how about lens D or lens E? One more. Do you like this lens here, lens D, or lens F? Okay. Alright. You just move these away from your face. Alright, good. Good. So, it's as I suspected. It's just a slight prescription that you're going to need that I would recommend for distance driving, things of that nature. It really is just a slight prescription. As we age, it can change a bit, so next year I would have you come back and see us to make sure that the prescription that we're going to be giving you today still works with both of your eyes. Alright? Good. Well, if you like, you can go ahead and head out into the reception area. Yes, one of the ladies out there would be happy to help you pick out a pair of lenses and match up which exactly would fit with your insurance. Yes, since it is such a minor prescription, I wouldn't recommend contacts quite yet, but it is something that you're interested in. We can do another appointment to get you going on that process. Since it is so minor, I think you'll get away with just having an extra pair of glasses in case you need them. Alright, thank you so much for coming in today. Yes, have a lovely day.